All right. So today we want to look at understanding sales. There's one thing that one of my coaches or mentors taught me, Barry Mitchell. He says the first sale that you make is to yourself. And this made so much sense to me because it helped me to understand, you know, to say sometimes you want to do something and it's not always that you feel like doing the things that you need to do. So you have to sell to yourself the idea of calling and talking to people. You have to sell yourself the idea of getting up and showing up for a presentation. So before you can even sell to the customer, the first sale that you make is to yourself. It's you convincing yourself that, you know what, Heather, get up. You need to get up because of one, two, three, and you need to show up and do one, two, three. So that element of just convincing yourself, that is the first sell that you make. Because if you are unable to sell yourself the idea of why you need to get up and do what you need to do, then you won't even make it to talking to the customer or talking to the prospect. So the first person you have to sell to is to yourself, and you are selling yourselves reasons why you have to wake up and do your job, reasons why you have to, succeed in the business that you have started, why you have to talk to people and get out of your comfort zone. So I just liked the statement. The first sell that you make is to yourself. And we sell to ourselves every single day. You know, when your alarm goes off, you are already in that war with yourself. Do I get up or should I sleep an extra 10 minutes? Do I really need to go and talk to people or can I just decide to sleep? So the first sale that you're going to make is to yourself. And then the purpose of business is to find and keep customers. So you are here, you are doing forever. What is it that you need to do in order for you to be successful? You need to find and keep customers. There are some people who don't have a problem with finding customers, but they don't retain customers, which means every time you need to sell your products, every day you are starting from scratch. You are starting to look for new customers all the time. But for a business to be sustainable, you have to be able to find customers, yes, but you also need to be able to keep or to retain your customers. And I think we've had several sessions, where this was explained to us in terms of how do we keep customers, how do we make sure we are providing the right service to the customers. Most people don't find it difficult to get a customer who's going to order a tooth gel, but maybe their challenge is to keep this customer interested in your product for them to come back the second time. So if you do not find the balance in terms of finding new people and keeping the ones that you have, at some point it sort of collapses because if you are every day looking for new customers all the time. They buy once off, they are gone. Next week, you're looking for new people again. It can also become very exhausting. But if you are able to retain, so this week I found 5 new customers and I'm able to retain them. I know next month I already have my 5 people buying to gel or buying soap or whatever the case might be. So make sure that you are not just looking for customers, but you are also making an effort to keep customers. If you focus on keeping customers and not finding new people, it's also not going to work because now you're going to have maybe these 10 customers. They have bought AluShield. This AluShield is going to last them 2 to 3 months. So does that mean that in those 2 to 3 months, you are just waiting for them to place an order again? Then what is happening to your business? Are you able to meet your targets? Probably not. So there has to be a balance to say, I am keeping the customers that I already have, but I still go out there and look for new customers, to buy new products, different product ranges as well. Same applies when you are building your team. If you want to succeed, you have to be finding new people that are coming into the team, but you have to be coaching and supporting the team that you already have as well, so that they are able to meet their targets. They know what they need to do, and you're offering that support. If you don't find that balance, or if you decide, I've found my four prospects, I'm just going to focus on them, you become a nuisance. And we always talk about it, because these are the only people that you are relying on, and you put so much pressure on them. Eventually it damages your business. So the purpose of the business is to find and keep customers. It applies to prospects as well. Find and keep prospects. And when you are looking for customers, find customers with money. I think that's another important part, because I've had one of my downlines who always says, I found someone, they are interested in the aloe vera, but they say, it's expensive. I found someone who wants C9, but they say they can't afford it. So you need to find customers with the money, and you need to understand, what is my target market. You do a list where you have your leads, and then you start talking to people. So when you are building your business, you have to be strategic about how you are doing it. You need to know, who is my ideal customer. If I want to focus on clean nine, for example, who is my ideal customer? Uh, who are they, and what do they look like? And will I be able to recognize them when I see them? So if I want to focus on clean nine, my ideal customer would probably be someone who is on a journey, either to do a bit of cleansing, or they are on a journey to lose weight. They've probably signed up for a gym and they've started exercising. Maybe they are also trying to eat healthy. This is someone who's showing that, what, they are serious about their weight loss journey. Or it could be someone who is just, into weight management, whatever the case might be. This is my target. And when I approach them with the product, someone who has money to pay for gym membership, and buy sportswear and all of that, chances are, they are most likely to afford the clean nine. But over and above that, they are also most likely to understand the clean nine and why it is valued at the price that it is at, because they have already understood the importance of becoming healthy and investing in their health. If I take my clean nine box and I go with it to the taxi rank, for example, and I'm trying to sell it maybe to that lady by the corner who sells tomatoes, or just people that I find at the taxi rank, maybe the drivers, or yeah, I might not get as much positive response as I would at the gym, because now here I have to start explaining to them, why is it important, which is good. I'm not saying don't go sell your clean nine at the taxi rank, but I'm just saying, try to understand the products that you are trying to move and your target market. It saves you a lot of time, because some people burn out because you spend the whole day explaining this product to people who are not maybe interested in it, or are not understanding the value, and also cannot afford the product. So understand, which type of product do I sell where. If I'm in the mall at the taxi rank, it's easier to move products like Alu showed to Joe. People are in a hurry, they are getting their taxis, they're off to work and what, it's easy to sell your alu shields. They are 150. Someone gets their shield, and so understand your customer for the product that you have and know where to find them. Go to those places and then introduce your product. It saves you a lot of time because most of the time we go to the wrong people with the wrong product. It's just like if you were on social media and you are on LinkedIn and you are on Facebook. If you want to post like you are out with your friends having drinks and all of that. If you post your post on LinkedIn, it might not have the same, effect as if you posted it on Facebook or Instagram. Why? Because the people that are on LinkedIn, they are professionals. They are people that are like into work, CVs, promotions. LinkedIn is a professional page. So you have to understand, what do I post here? What do I post there? Same applies with your products. You have to understand the type of product that you are selling and who you need to market it to. So maximize on your time by understanding your target. Where do I find them? And don't worry about who is buying. Worry about who you are talking to. Okay, so go talk to the right people for your products, and then you'll find that it becomes easier to find and keep your customers. Once you know your target market, you know where to find them, then you approach and you make contact. So it's either you are calling them or you make an appointment. If it's face to face, of course, you are already speaking to them. Find out what people want and then help them get it. So you've decided that you are focusing on weight management products, and you've decided that your target market is going to be people that are into fitness, gym, weight loss. So, and then you decide, what, my people, I'm going to find them at the gym. And then maybe make an appointment at the gym nearest to your place. Go there and just start speaking to people. So don't go there with the plan of, I'm here to show you my clean nine. No, just go there and find out what people want and then help them get it, which means your approach is to find out, hi, I see you're always at the gym every day, just wanted to check, what's your goal? What are you trying to achieve? Maybe they will tell you that, hey, you know what, I'm trying to lose 10 kilos. My birthday is coming up in 2 weeks and I want to look nice, whatever, get them to tell you what is that they want. And then once they've said that, you can then come and say, you know what? I have a product that I think might help you. Would you be interested, if I told you that there is a 9-day clean nine program that you can do that can aid in your weight loss and help you get the results that you are looking for faster? Would you be interested in looking at a product like that? Most times they will say yes. And then now you show them the clean nine. Now you explain the benefits of the clean nine. You now give them the price and everything, and then they can buy. Some people, they are not there for clean nine. Some people are there to gain weight or to build muscle, which means it's a different type of product. But if you just go there thinking it's a gym, I'm going to go there and tell them how my clean nine is wonderful and all of that. Sometimes that is why we don't get the desired results, because we assume that we know what our customer wants. In most cases, that is not the case. So take the time to understand your customer, find out what is it that they want, and then offer them a solution. So when you are now offering the solution, because you've taken time to listen to them, they are also more open into listening to what you have got. Don't walk in and tell them what they need. Walk in and, just that conversation and try to understand what is it that they want or what is it that they are looking for. They say sales is 80% listening and 20% talking. I love this because, I remember when I was in the market to look for an apartment, when you go there, they don't just, oh, you're looking for a house. Come, I have 10 beautiful houses. Let me take you here and there, and I'll show you how nice. No, they don't do that. They sit you down, they ask you, so what kind of house are you looking for? What is your budget? What would you like? All of that. And based on your answers to all of these, questions, they would then say, okay, I think from the properties that I have, these are the most likely, so let me show you this first, and then we take it from there. That is the approach that you should have because you are a health and wellness consultant. You don't just recommend, what? Oh, you want to lose weight, take Clean 9. Oh, you want to do this, I have this. You don't just sell the product that you want to sell, but you need to provide your customer with value. Give them the product that they actually need, the product that is going to make a difference for them. Okay, I see I have a message in the chat. Let me just. All right. So it's not about you, it's about the customer. Take the time to understand. If someone inboxes you and says, do you have a weight loss product? Ask them, how much weight are you looking to lose? What is your budget? How are your eating habits? All of that. Show them that you are a consultant. You are serious about your business. You are professional. Before you just point them to the Clean 9, understand, okay, so you want to lose 10 kilos. All right, then these, based on your budget, these are the products that we have. Which one would you be willing to try out first? That's how a consultant works. It's all about understanding the customer's needs and problems and presenting a solution that meets those needs. And then, in order to sell something, you need to first understand the customer and customize the pitch based on their needs. Remember, people buy from people. They want to do business with someone they like, trust, and can relate to. Okay. If they feel like you are just after their money, sometimes people don't, get to open up and actually tell you the real issue or even to buy your product. So people want to feel understood. Just like if you went to a shop and you I've done this several times. I get into a shop, maybe I'm looking for shoes or I'm looking for a dress. And then I ask one of, the sales reps in the shop, maybe I'm asking about a dress, or they just answer me showing that they are not interested. I just look at them and I'm like, okay. And then I leave the shop. Or if I enter and I feel ignored, I leave without buying anything. So it's okay when we do it, but we don't understand that our prospects feel the same way. If they come and they ask you, how much is your Clean 9? How much is your weight loss product? And you just respond 2,400, and you expect that in most cases this person is going to end up buying. Sometimes not. But if they come and say how much is your weight loss product, and you show that you know what you want to understand, how much weight are you trying to lose? Are you have you tried one, two, three products before? What is your budget? Blah, blah, blah. When someone invests their time into actually checking what is it that you need, most times you actually leave that place purchasing something. But if they just like, uh, how much do you have a dress like this? And then they just say, go to that corner, you will find the dresses in that section. Sometimes I just look at the person and I walk out of the shop. And sometimes our customers feel that way as well. So make sure you are investing into, you know, um, making the customer feel welcome, making the customer feel liked. That builds trust. And when they see that you are invested in them, they are most likely to buy from you. So build a good rapport and always be authentic and genuine. This is very important when you are in sales. Always the temptation is I want to sell. I want to make the money so that I can make the CCs. And sometimes I've seen some FBOs that lie to customers. You know, don't make yourself a liar. Tell people the truth. Always be authentic, because the moment you lie to one person, it can damage your whole reputation and it can damage your business. And it won't just be your business, it affects other FBOs, it affects the company as well. So remember the policy, the company policy. I know most people don't read their literature pack, but even in the company policy, it is mentioned to say don't make false claims or don't make claims about the products. If someone the other day was asking me, so if I take this ulcers combo, I'm going to be healed. It means I'm not going to be sick. And the temptation is to say yes. Why? Because you want them to buy. But, let them know that our products are food supplements. They are not medicine that is going to miraculously cure you, but they help support your body so that your body is able to function better. It's able to fight the infections or whatever the disease is. Yes, some people might take the medication and say, you know what, I'm healed, I'm fine ever since I drank this. But that is not the intended purpose. And don't market it as such to say, this one, it cures cancer, it does one, two, three. Be authentic and genuine. Run your business with integrity, because when you lie to customers, one, they will not come back. They will tell other people not to buy your product, and they will go there and say Forever Living is a scam. And you have ruined it not just for yourself, but for all the other FBOs as well. So be mindful in how you run your business. Always be genuine. Always tell your customers the truth. Be authentic. All right, I think that is my last slide. Oh, no, it's not. So when you're asking questions, ask open-ended questions, okay? Because they allow you to get to know the customer or the prospect. You can get the customer talking and find out information that you wouldn't be able to if you were making small talk. So questions that you can ask, things like, what does your current life or health look like? Okay, I always use Clean 9 and weight as an example because that's my product focus. So you can tailor some of these questions to fit whatever product that you yourself are promoting. So I always ask, so what does your current life or health look like? I ask them what are some of the challenges that they are currently experiencing. Because sometimes, you find this is someone who's been trying to lose weight for a long time. And then I just want to understand what are the challenges, what improvements are you willing to make in your life? Are you willing to start exercising? Are you willing to start eating healthy? So you are asking questions, because when you ask a question like that, then the prospect talks. It's like it's not like how many kgs do you want to lose? Because if you ask how many kgs do you want to lose, they say 10 kgs, they've answered your question. That's a closed-ended question. But if I say, what does your current life or health look like? It's open-ended, because now they have to explain. They are going to tell you more information than if you just ask specific questions. So if you are looking to build that trust and communication between yourself and your customer, avoid asking just, closed questions. Get them talking. Ask questions that actually get them to give you more information. Closed-ended questions are typically used when you are ready to close the sale, or to gain commitment and take away any objection they may have. So you start with the open-ended questions. And now, as you are closing now, you're like, all right, if I told you I had a product that could fix 1, 2, 3 issues, would you be interested? Because the answer to that question is a yes or no. Doesn't give room for explanation. They say yes, and then, okay, the program is a 9-day program. Are you willing to commit 9 days, to complete the program? They would say yes. And then, all right, now, when would you like to get or to start the program? They will give you a date and then you give them a price. But if you start with closed questions, you've already closed the discussion at the start. There is no room for talking more. So start with the open-ended questions that give you the information that you need, and then use the closed-ended questions to then close the prospect or to close the customer. I hope that makes sense. So in the picture there, I just had like a few examples of the questions that you can ask and the questions that you cannot ask. So avoid asking why questions. Focus on the who, what, when, where, how kind of questions. All right. Show value. So promote the value of the product or the business. Spend time focusing on the aspects of your product or service that have the greatest relevance to each customer or prospect. So when you are selling a product, I love our products because they have so many health benefits, and one product can, help with multiple issues. And that is why it's important to do that, find that information, because when you are now pitching the product, your focus should be on the aspects of the product that help the prospect in whatever they are trying to achieve. So our tooth gel, good for bleeding gums. You can use it for mouth ulcers. You can use it to whiten your teeth over time. It's good if you have rotting teeth. You can also use it like if you have flu, you can swallow it for the colds. All of that. It does a lot of things. But I've spoken to this lady and she's told me that her problem is that her gums are painful. So instead of telling her about all the other benefits, which I will tell her about, but I won't stress too much on the other stuff and forget what it is that she's looking for. Because if I focus on how you can swallow it for sore throat and all the other stuff, and I forget the bleeding gums, then I haven't done anything. So spend time focusing on the aspects of the product that have the greatest value to your customer or to your prospect. It's just like when you do a business presentation. Our business opportunity has so many benefits in terms of income, time freedom, and. If someone is not looking for extra income, they are looking for freeing up their time, then you are going to mention, yes, that there is extra income, but your main focus would be showing them how this can free up their time, because that's what they are interested in. But if you don't know, you are going to spend your whole presentation, you are talking about extra income. And that person, when they leave, they'll be like, this business cannot help me because I'm not looking for income. So that's just, the logic behind that. The last thing is, sales is all about following up. You have to make calls after the meeting. So if you are not following up, you are leaving money on the table. One other thing that Barry always likes to say is most salespeople, we expect to marry on the first date. And sometimes that is not the case. You can explain the business to the prospect today, and they might be interested, but they might not start today. They might tell you, you know what, give me a week to think about it. Um, Give me a week to come up with the money. And if you don't follow up, you are leaving your money on the table. So make sure you are following up. You've spoken to a customer who's interested in a product. Like I always say, have a notebook where you record all these conversations so that you are able to go back and, do your follow-ups. Um, so don't give up. I was reading a study that says, unfortunately, 44% of salespeople give up after the first attempt because they assume that they will get back to them if the customer is interested. But this is often not the case. Have you ever had that customer who says, I'll call you when I'm ready? And how many of those do actually call you? So you have to be the one who also does the follow-up. And one thing I always say is don't leave the discussion without a commitment for a follow-up date. If someone says, I want to take a week and think about this, which is good, people need to think through before they make a decision. Set a time, all right? Okay, it's fine. I understand that you need to think about it. Can I call you next week on Tuesday? Do you think you would have had enough time to look at this and make a decision so that you set up a commitment for a follow-up date? Then you know that, because sometimes we don't follow up because we feel like I don't want to bother the person. But if you have a committed date, then it becomes easy to follow up. You need to be persistent in your follow-ups. It's important to remember that the sale doesn't happen until the money exchanges hands. I've had people who say, my leader, my 5cc is in the bag. I've two people that have promised to join and I've done my 1cc. You're already counting these 4cc of people that have said that they will join. But a sale does not happen until the money exchanges hands. So we don't count the CCs and we don't sit and relax because someone said they will join on the 30th. Because you are going to be on the 30th, that person might disappoint you and you fail to close your CCs. So a sale doesn't happen until money has exchanged hands, until they've sent their money and they have collected their products. Then it's not a sale and it's not a CC that we are going to count. If it's a hot lead, you might want to follow up within a few days. If it's a cold lead, you might want to give them up to a week or so before following up. So hot means this person understood, they are interested, and they want to start. Then there are those who are suspects. You are not sure. Give it a week before you start following up on that. All right. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. We have less than 2 minutes left. I see I have some messages in the chat. Let me just quickly read, the messages in the chat. Leader Seraphia says, learning my leader. Oh, all right. I hope I pronounced this right. Hambeleleni Malakia. I hope I pronounced your name right. It's my first time seeing your name. Welcome to the 5 a.m. session. They say that is very important, leader. I've experienced that a lot of people have misconception about the product and they distrust FBOs because they were lied to. A lot of times they will tell you, no, I was told to take this for that and it didn't work. My roomie says, wow, roomie, I really want time freedom. Leader Dottia says, be patient and when the time is right, all shall happen. Leader Kokua says, very true. People disappoint at the end. Thank you, leader. I learned a lot. That's from Leader Tsipidi. So we have less than a minute left. I wish you all a very, very productive day. Today is the 28th. I always say the month is not over until it's midnight on the last day. So let's go out. Let's go push those CCs. Let's keep showing up and let's follow up on our prospects and our customers. You never know. There's power in following up. Otherwise, you are welcome to exit the meeting. Please do put your name for November if you are available. I will share